This tale, Nigeria the Beautiful by Odia Ofemo, tells the story of how a people endured colonialism.
We must be on our 10 toes when they dare to forget the fracas of their tribal ways, their wayward lives of fetish inhumanity, of native to native. And when they speak of aboriginal rights, what rights? Rights that their tribal laws so long ago muted and annulled into air.
Once upon a Nigeria, a land filled with color, history, rhythm, and tradition. With the struggle for independence,
I am heartened by what I know and can that this possession is certain. Our glorious dawn is sure.
the voices and plead of a people in need. And the rebellion that followed in the pursuit of freedom. Nigeria the Beautiful x-rays an experience of a people in search of a collective truth.
Let's be British enough to let them know that we intend to be here for a long time. A long time.
Living through an unprepared independence, a civil war, and successive governments.
I dare to say that we have gone past the age of fear. We mean to build and reconstruct from a memory of futures which no colonizer can see. We start from mere geography because history does not happen in a vacuum.
Not forgetting the freedom fighters that made it all happen. And at the end of it all, the audience departs with deep reflection.
Writer, the story, the director, and the quality of the acting, you just find that there's so much richness, there's so much creativity, there's so much talent that if you could just mobilize this, it's just bound to take us very far.
It's a very beautiful production, fantastic drama, and the costumes are just out of this world.
This is a very great show, and I'm happy I didn't miss it. I was 20 years old at Independence in 1960, so I'm 72 years old now. And we were supposed to be leaders of tomorrow, and tomorrow is here, we bagger it up. Our last generation gave us the Nigerian Railway, they gave us Nigerian Airways, they gave us shipping line, they gave us good road, they gave us electricity. My generation spoiled them. Now, what is it that we're going to bequeath to the next generation?
He stopped the voices of Soyinka and Shomari, Bararabe and Gane, Beko and Falana, and Bakoba and the lady Ayope, the people's defenders, civil liberties, who rose up with labor leaders and area boards, and the women, braving tear gas and bullets on streets covered by the grizzled descendants of Baba Dassey. Agent of God, long distance fighter.
One the writer hopes stays with them.
Some people think that what I should do is get the whole country into one hall. No, it will catch on slowly. But I can assure you, when you are catching on to this particular play, more will surround it, which will tell the story in different ways. And my hope is that by the time we finish, people will see that it is possible through drama to renovate a country's culture and politics.
Democracy is a battle of numbers. We shall insist implacably for safer geographies to protect the human right we hear about.
As it re-echoes the fact that the labor of our heroes past was indeed not in vain.
You can enjoy ArtHouse on any of these platforms.
Amos Tutuola was born in Abeokuta, Ogun State, southwest Nigeria in 1920. His parents were cocoa farmers, so he didn't have much formal education except for primary level. When his father kicked the bucket in 1939, he left school to train as a blacksmith, but he was determined to bring something out of the ugly situation and found a comforter in words. In 1946, Tutuola completed his first full-length book, The Palm Wine Drinkard, within a few days. This was followed up by My Life in the Bush of Ghosts in 1954, and then several other books in which Tutuola continued to explore Yoruba traditions and folklore. Despite his short formal education, Tutuola wrote his novels in English. After he had written his first 3 books and become internationally famous, he joined the Nigerian Broadcasting Corporation in 1956 as a storekeeper in Ibadan, Oyo State. Tutuola became also one of the founders of Imbari Club, the writers and publishers organization. In 1979, he held a visiting research fellowship at the University of Ife, now Obafemi Awolowo University, at Ile-Ife, Nigeria. And in 1983, he was an associate of the International Writing Program at the University of Iowa. Amos Tutuola passed on at the age of 77 on June the 8th, 1997.
that's how we draw the curtain on this week's edition of Art House. I hope you had a fun time with us. And don't forget, you can find me online. You know all our platforms, and I'll really love to hear from you. I'm Melinda Akinlami. Many thanks for watching, and goodbye.